Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. Hey, we got Chillin' Scares in the building today. 5 most disturbing hunting encounters caught on camera. See, you say... No, you say you've been fishing before.
Yeah, what you thought about...
I was going to say, have you ever been hunting before?
Oh.
No, we always just say you've been fishing.
Yeah.
I've been fishing before. You've been fishing before.
I've been fishing several times, yeah. Mm.
I've been fishing several times, too. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know you said you didn't like it, and I love it.
But, hey, I've never been hunting. Have you ever wanted to go hunting?
Hunting?
Yeah.
No. Not hunting, no. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's my, thing.
Can't be quiet that long. Can't wake up.
Can't even be still.
Can't wake up that
I
early.
can wake up if I needed to.
Do you know how early they be getting up?
Maybe like 2, 1, 2.
It'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning.
3, 1, 2, 3.
They head out by 4. Set up about 5. Between 4 and 5, they be out there.
It's not the time. It's just, I guess.
Sometimes earlier than that.
Yeah.
They gotta be there quiet, sit still, not making. Can't pee, can't get up and go pee. Just gotta sit there. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I wouldn't have to worry about that because I won't be out there.
Can't eat. Well, they be snacking on little jerkies and stuff.
Some quiet.
Yeah.
Some real quiet. You don't want to be crunching on no chips or apple
you can't do none of that, huh?
Or some hard.
You can't do none of that, huh?
Yeah. I could.
Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video.
Like it in with a thumbs up.
My uncle asked me one time to go hunting with him and his son. I said, no.
Yeah.
My uncle loves hunting. They still be going hunting. I was like, y'all, salute to y'all, bro. Let's go. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about y'all.
The Hunting Public is a DIY hunting channel based in Missouri. Their primary focus is to educate new and inexperienced hunters, and most of their content follows a very similar format built around that purpose. Their videos show the hunters going to different locations, finding the game, and usually completing the hunt by the end.
Y'all be careful, man. These deer are out for real right now. One almost ran out in front. I was nervous.
Were you?
Yeah, I ain't trying to hit no. That's a total.
Yeah.
And then soon he said, "Oh."
He turned around real quick.
Then that's how I know. As soon as all the car passed, I said, "Oh, bro." But they've been out lately. They've been out like crazy.
This is the
This is the season. But I'm saying normally I don't see them as out. Like the other day when we rolled through and was talking at that park. Mm-hmm. I ain't never seen them out like that. I'm surprised I ain't seen one while walking home this year. Y'all be careful though driving, you know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all in areas where they have traffic.
All while explaining their thought process at each step in detail. And the video they filmed on September 25, 2022 was meant to be no different. 2 of the channel's hosts, Ted and Nick, were out bow hunting deer on public land in their home state. Little did they know, this trip was about to be cut short by the most disturbing encounter they've ever had in the wilderness. The incident happened at roughly 6:45 p.m. while the 2 were hiding in a tree, waiting for a deer, when, out of nowhere, they heard what sounded like a loud scream in the distance.
Oh, we know about this.
No, but we did hear, why are you doing this? You heard that, right?
It was too distinctly human to be coming from an animal or something similar. And while this was plenty terrifying on its own, it was only the beginning of a much more haunting sequence of events. Because not only did the screaming continue for the next 30 minutes, it also became more manic and blood-curdling with each passing minute. Things only became worse when they heard the sound of several gunshots coming from the same direction.
I got 19.
I got 19, but I didn't know if I started counting later.
True.
Something not good's going on.
Now, all of this still could have had a perfectly reasonable explanation. Maybe the person screaming was being chased by a predator like a black bear and used their firearm in self-defense. However, what made this explanation unlikely were the few coherent words that could be heard in between the screaming, with the voice yelling for help and saying phrases like, "I hate you."
I feel like I heard a male, a woman.
I don't know.
You. The voice became even more disturbing after the gunshots, shouting what sounded like, "Somebody help, you effing killed her," and other disturbing phrases. In addition to the screaming, shouting, and gunshots, the two also heard the sound of multiple cars speeding off, after which everything went silent. By now, Ted and Nick were convinced they had just heard a horrific crime take place less than half a mile from their location. Unfortunately, they didn't have cell service in the wilderness to make a report, and the only way out of the woods was in the same direction as the screaming. Getting too close and alerting what could be an armed and dangerous group could have been life-threatening. So they decided to stay silently hidden in the trees for the next few hours, and only moved back after it was completely dark out. The two eventually made it back to their car and drove to a spot with cell reception to report the incident. However, from what I was able to find, the authorities weren't able to locate a body or even find any evidence of a crime at the location Ted and Nick provided, leaving this disturbing encounter unresolved. People on the internet have come up with several theories to explain the situation, ranging from a firing squad execution to someone having a drug-fueled mental breakdown with a gun in their hand. But many have also accused the hunting public of faking the whole thing, which is a common strategy by failing YouTube channels to go viral and gain new viewers. However, the hunting public had a fairly consistent viewership before this video, and it didn't increase by a significant amount after the encounter. They also have over 1,400...
Nah, they got a steady view count. Steady view count, like, it's just steady. And the video didn't even spark. This one right here got more views than that one did. And it just got 250. These are, nah, I think that was real, though. 100%. That's just too much work to fake that.
Yeah.
Just way too much work.
And it didn't increase by...
Oh, you finna say what, though?
I'm about to say, and what reason would you...
There's no beneficial.
Like, yeah.
Like, it didn't...
That's not what your content is even like, you know.
Now, with the ones with the scary joints, I'll be like, maybe.
Yeah. So, I don't think that... I think that was real, and they just so happened to capture something, doing something that they always do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
However, the hunting public had a fairly consistent viewership before this video, and it didn't increase by a significant amount after the encounter. They also have over 1,400 other regular hunting videos, this being the only one with a strange encounter. Typically, channels that fake videos have other suspicious content. The screams also seemed far too primal and emotional for anyone to fake that convincingly. Put simply, what they heard was more than likely real. Unfortunately, it's been over 3 years since the incident, and we still have no answers on what it was all about. In November 2022, a bow hunter from Michigan named Brendan Fitzpatrick was camping alone inside his hunting blind, waiting for a deer to pop into view, when suddenly he was startled by a voice he didn't recognize. Brendan looked outside to see who it was and came face to face with an angry-looking man pointing an AR directly at him. Brendan tried to explain the situation, but the man wasn't willing to hear any of it and kept becoming more and more hostile.
I'm out there right now.
All right.
What?
But I just want to show you kind of why we're here. We pay good money to hunt this property. We've been hunting it for years.
No, you ain't been moving for years. I've been here 8 years.
Do you live on this property?
Is this a hunter or is this guy? I mean, not a hunter.
Property owner? What you trying to say?
That or I said, not a hunter. Damn, my bad. But that was my other one. I don't know. I had the worst brain for it. Like, my brain literally went. So you said something, my brain said. It's like I ain't never felt that before. But also, does he own the property? Who y'all been paying? That's
yeah.
For you to just
and
come
he
up,
said he been staying here 8 years, and I'm thinking you probably would have. I don't know.
Why today? Because typically you hunt on property like this. It's a lot of acres you're hunting on. You don't just. And why are you out on the property?
For years, I've been here 8 years.
Do you live on this property right here?
Sir, you're not listening to me. I'm not.
I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
Is he solo?
He then told Brendan to put his phone down and said what can only be interpreted as a threat.
Put your phone down.
You
Hey,
have
put
an
your
AR in front
phone
of you.
down. Put your AR
scared.
down.
Put your phone down.
Dude, I'm scared as now.
Okay, well, it's going to be more scary. Put your phone down. Are you attacking me?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm hunting.
That's
hunting
scary, bro.
Phone.
Oh my God,
Phone.
sir.
Listen to me. I don't give a f- that.
I'm bow hunting. I don't have any guns on me.
I don't give a f- about that.
Him saying, "Are you attacking me?" while Brendan was doing everything in his power to cooperate and stay calm came off as him looking for an excuse to open fire and claim self-defense later. He also kept ordering Brendan to get out of the area while repeatedly threatening him with his gun and his aggressive-sounding dog. Brendan explained that he wasn't trespassing, and that the land he was on was legally leased for bow hunting, which was true and was something he and his family had been doing for multiple years. However, despite getting a reasonable explanation, the man refused to accept any of it and kept trying to intimidate Brendan. What made the encounter even more unsettling for Brendan was that the man refused to even state his name, making it clear that he had no interest in a civil conversation. Not only that, but he also name-dropped Chai Vang when threatening Brendan, a violent criminal who took the lives of 6 people and injured 2 more members of a hunting party in 2004. Put simply, the man was insinuating that he was willing to do the same to Brendan if he didn't comply.
No.
Fortunately, Brendan was able to stay composed enough to not aggravate the man any further and live to see another day. Brendan later tried to press charges against the man, but the police weren't as helpful as he'd hoped. They essentially told him that he didn't have enough evidence to start a criminal case against the man and left it at that. However, that wasn't even the end of it. Because a year later, on November 25, 2023, Brendan's brother encountered the same man while hunting in the area. Due to what happened the year prior, he made sure to position his tree stand more than 150 yards away from the site of the original confrontation. But for some reason, the man became even more hostile than last time and directly opened fire without saying a word. Luckily, none of the shots actually hit Brendan's brother and he was able to leave the area without getting injured. However, according to Brendan, the authorities didn't file any charges against the man yet again, citing the same lack of evidence. Though people online suspect that the perpetrator might have connections at the local police department, allowing him to threaten the lives of innocent people and not face any consequences. The only silver lining in this disturbing case is that no one was actually hurt. Brendan and his family have also returned to hunting, likely at a completely different location.
That is insane.
It's
What
scary.
somebody got to do? Lose their life for y'all to do something? And would y'all even
scary,
do
bro.
something then? That is scary.
Makes no
Like,
sense.
what?
Makes no sense whatsoever, dog.
Facts.
On September 10, 2024, at approximately 7:45 a.m., 2 fishermen were kayaking down Lake Emery in Franklin, North Carolina, when one of them spotted what appeared to be a log drifting in the water ahead. However, something about it didn't feel right. So Mark Wilkins paddled closer to take a better look, and that's when he made the horrifying discovery. It wasn't a log at all. In reality, he was staring at human remains that had likely been in the lake for multiple days by that point. He was still a bit unsure and thought that maybe it was some Halloween decoration that had found its way into the lake. But the closer he got, the clearer it became. The remains were certainly real. And after taking a couple of minutes to calm his nerves, Mark dialed 911 and told them about his discovery.
I am fishing on Lake Emery and I have come across a dead body.
Are you in the water?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it. I mean, it looks like a dead body. I mean, there's a hand sticking up, there's a rotted face. I don't know if it's some kind of stupid Halloween spooky thing, but I'm not touching it. So,
Now, discovering human remains like this is disturbing enough on its own. But what made this find even more chilling was the dark implications it suggested. You see, authorities had also found the remains of a 19-year-old boy in the same lake just a month earlier. And if the two cases were connected, it meant that there was possibly a serial killer on the loose in the small town of Franklin. While talking to the police, Mark also remembered seeing a pair of Crocs lying near the boat ramp he used earlier that morning, adding another disturbing layer to an already unsettling situation. That said, the reality of this case turned out to be far more tragic than disturbing. The person in the lake was later identified as 50-year-old Ethel Marie Ogle. According to the official reports, there was no foul play involved in her death.
No foul play. What the hell did she...
That's crazy, bro. Dang. I was trying to find. Sorry, I know we're quiet. See, I need.
I was trying to see. Well, I'm reading. I was trying to see if what was the cause of death then? If there was no foul play,
and then
were they able to determine the cause of death?
Then I wonder, is there any correlation with her and the 19-year-old?
Yeah, true.
Is it another white male? Is it a white male? Is it a black male? Is it a Hispanic? I need a little bit more information about this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm about to read on that.
You said it.
I am, because I just it just left me with nothing. There was no foul play involved. Okay, then how did she end up in the lake? And
was identified as a missing 19-year-old Hispanic
no
male.
Foul play was suspected on this incident.
Oh my god!
As well, both be for real. Well, so people just ending up in the lake and y'all just determining that there was no foul play involved. Okay, well then how did they? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So also in her case it says no foul play involved, but the 19-year-old as well that was found. They said no foul play was involved in that one as well. So that's strange.
Somebody getting away, huh? Possibly. Percentage of chance.
I don't know. But that's crazy.
Same thing with let me slow. Same thing with the one in what's going on in Houston. Mm-hmm. All those women being found in the river? Mm-hmm. A river down there?
I think, yeah, but in the water.
In the water.
I was going to say water because I don't know.
River, lake, I'm not 100% sure, but it's too many. Too big of a coincidence, you know? Facts. Don't make sense. Nothing adding up, though. And then I wonder how long she been in the water.
Right, that's why I said I need more information. Okay.
Involved in her death.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
At first glance, duck hunting seems like one of the safest hunting styles out there, especially since it doesn't require hunters to spend any time deep in the wilderness where running into angry predators like bears or bobcats is a constant concern. However, duck hunting, just like most other outdoor activities, comes with its own set of risks.
I got some ducks for y'all. I ain't seen them ducks, have you? I'm dead serious. Have you seen them?
Something Ethan from the Lucas Reinck's YouTube channel became well aware of in November 2020. He was out hunting ducks with a shotgun early in the morning while the sun was barely up. After staking out on a beach for a few hours and waiting for the ducks to gather, he found a target and managed to shoot it down. The duck fell a bit too far into the water, but without a boat, his only option was to wade into the water to retrieve it. And that's when everything went wrong. Ethan had plenty of duck hunting experience under his belt, but he wasn't completely familiar with this particular lake and didn't know about the sharp drop-off a few feet off the shore. So as he got closer to the duck, the ground suddenly dropped off from under his feet, leaving him struggling to stay afloat. He also knew how to swim, but that wasn't as big of a help as he'd hoped it to be. The biggest issue at hand were his waders. They became filled with water, sinking him deeper while also making it near impossible to move in the water. Under normal circumstances, staying afloat is relatively easy for anyone who knows what they're doing. However, water-filled waders make this otherwise simple task infinitely more difficult, as drowning becomes a stronger possibility with each passing second. To make matters worse, the water Ethan was in was also extremely cold. Even if he could stay afloat with heavy waders, he still risked contracting hypothermia and passing out before drowning. The cold water was also tensing up his muscles and making it difficult to keep moving. And to top it all off, he was also completely alone on this trip. Having someone with you on any nature expedition increases the chances of survival exponentially. Even if a partner isn't able to help directly, they can at the very least call for help. Ethan, however, didn't have that option. All he could do was keep his calm and keep swimming toward the shore with all his energy. Fortunately, this worked. After a brief but intense struggle, he was able to find the underwater ledge and make it out relatively unharmed. And while his determination and level-headed approach certainly helped, his surviving the incident was nothing short of incredibly lucky.
I know this. Oh. It's one of those situations.
Seconds.
Yeah, I'm done for a little while. You know, man, that's scary. That's a scary encounter, bro.
In May 2017, 45-year-old Richard Wesley was out bow hunting in Ontario, Canada, when he suddenly came face to face with the last animal you want to see in the wilderness, a bear. He initially tried to lay low in the bushes and hoped the bear would walk away without noticing him. Unfortunately, he was in a wide open area, resulting in the bear seeing him and coming toward him. One of the only options he really had left at this point was to run away, which, considering a bear's top speed of up to 35 miles per hour or roughly 55 kilometers an hour, wasn't really possible. Or he could stand his...
You said what?
That's all I know.
Oh, no, I thought you said...
So?
No, I'm leaned in to listen to you. Dang, chill.
I'm talking loud. You can hear me.
No,
you should have leaned over, not up.
No, you whispered that. I listened. Like, what you say? No, it sounded like you said I could. So what you said?
If you think that's what I said.
I said you ain't outrunning the bear. She said
you said you not outrunning a bear.
And you said I could.
That's what you think I said. Then yeah, that's what I
That's
said.
what you said.
ground and try to scare the bear away before...
Y'all see me think she mighty Joe Strong.
wasn't really possible. Or he could stand his ground and try to scare the bear away before it got too close, because if the bear actually decided to attack, Richard would have no real way of winning that fight. Black bears can generate a bite force of up to 1,000 psi with their 2.5-inch long teeth, which is enough to easily fracture a human skull or even sever the head completely from the neck. Adult black bears can also weigh up to 600 pounds or 272 kilograms.
Well, what happened to black? If it's black, fight back.
I mean, you can fight anything. I mean, you go win.
If it's brown, lay down, play dead.
Man.
And if it's white,
I ain't taking my chances with none of them. I don't care about that little.
So if you've seen a white bear, a polar bear, you gonna fight?
I said I'm not taking my chances with none of them.
So what you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't think I would win in either black, brown, or white. I ain't winning neither one.
So if you had came across that black bear that was up here,
I know not to turn my back though. I know not to turn my back on none of them. I know that much.
But that my bad. That black bear that we had loose up
that
here.
was a little baby.
You think he was a little baby?
I mean, I seen the pictures.
Yeah,
he was everywhere, but it was little. But
he was moving a little.
I wouldn't have approached it.
Hold on, he was covering too much ground to be just a little
he was a teenager. He a little experience. He had a little experience on his belt.
He was moving, y'all, going from city to city. He'd be like, man, he was over. Oh, wake up next. You're like, damn,
like he got there quick. He on the move.
Yeah.
But I just pray that I never encounter.
Well, up here you might.
I pray that I never encounter anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what I'll do, to be real with you. That's scary for anyone.
In In other words, once a black bear is on top of you, there's no practical way to get it off. Plus, the weight alone can also cause asphyxiation within seconds. Not to mention the 2-inch long claws that can leave deep lacerations down to the bone. So, even if the bear decided to leave Richard alone after a single claw swipe, he would have likely bled out right there before help arrived. With all this in mind, he stood up and tried to intimidate the bear. Unfortunately, this backfired horribly.
Yeah, that shit don't work. Quiet.
Oh no! Leave him alone! Ah!
Instead of running away, the bear lunged at Richard and slammed into the ground. For a moment, he thought this was the end. But as he was falling down, something exceptionally lucky happened. The wooden bow Richard was holding in his hand got shoved into the bear's jaw. This not only kept the bear from shredding his arm, but biting into the wood also disoriented it enough to make it turn and leave Richard alone. Despite coming dangerously close to losing his life, Richard was able to walk away with only a few minor bruises. But while he escaped physical harm, the psychological impact of this attack on him and his family was significant. As he stated in an interview later, "We watched the video footage. My stomach just tightened, and my wife started crying. Instead of admitting that I'm scared, and I probably should have went and talked to a professional about what happened, but I just downplayed it." That said, the experience also left Richard with a far deeper appreciation for the life he has.
I ain't kind of something like that. I am sitting my...
Behind.
I'm sitting my butt down. You ain't got to worry about me. You know, it was fun while it lasted, but I cannot. Because anything like that can happen, especially by yourself. Dude, like, I wonder, like, when most people, like, go hunting and stuff, like, if they're, you know, by themselves or whatever, do they let people know, like, their location? You know, some people just move to their own little drum, they just do their own thing. I wonder, you like, just in case something ever happened, like, will somebody be able to, like, locate you?
A lot of times people do say where they at in the vicinity, but every time they go check, they're never like there. Yeah. Especially with a bear attack or an animal attack.
Yeah, I know you can get drunk, you know.
They're gonna move you.
But
you like at least hopefully there's some evidence that I was in the area.
Yeah. Just for people that like hunt and backpack and camp and all that. Just be safe.
Even go fishing.
Go fishing, yeah, because it's, fishing. Just anything. Yeah. Nature is beautiful, but it can also be very dangerous. Yeah.
Get on the floor. Hey, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts in the comments down below, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go over the name DJ New Kid and Sis.
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and Sis.
Yeah.
Ain't no time to kick it, gotta stack a flip for my foes. Dollar.